We're going to talk about John Paul Miller and Mika Miller. Mika Miller was the pastor's wife down there at Solid Rock Church and things of that nature. The church wasn't that solid. Go down there in South Carolina and tell me what was so solid about this. Now, he got in front of the congregation and he told them, do not speak about this issue in the church. He also told the church to keep supporting me. Also didn't acknowledge the pain that his kids would feel missing a mother. Also exposed her mental illness. And while we're talking about this subject, it's Mental Illness Month. So anybody who's going through anything anything mental, child. It could be ups, downs, ins, out, bipolarism, schizophrenia. It could be all kinds of mental illness, child. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose you, but my heart goes out to anybody who is struggling in the mind. But yes, John Paul got in front of the congregation and told them that it was apparent that his wife was struggling mentally. And he also stated that he didn't state that he didn't state that they was going through anything of a divorce, and he didn't state that he was allegedly, he didn't talk about the allegations. Didn't talk about the allegations, but he told the church, y'all, after I make this announcement, we ain't having no Sunday service. Y'all get up out of here. Y'all go find something safe to do. And her funeral is next week. He didn't sound like a grieving husband. He didn't sound like anybody who had, thoughts of like, oh, I just lost a loved one. And he made that announcement with not even a grin on his face, not even a smirk on his face. It seems like he was gone. He was lost. His face was just, they call it stoic. He had just a stoic, stark look on his face, like, my wife is gone. I'm about to party. I ain't like her no way. She was going through. She was a baggage to me. She, didn't talk about like she was a good mother. Didn't say nothing nice about the lady at all. I can imagine what the lady was going through, dealing with him, because he seemed like a pure D asshole from an outsider looking in, and things of that nature. What else did he tell the congregation? I'm trying to think. He just told them all kind of odd shit. He was, just try to deflect himself from being in the situation. Oh, she was at Lumber River. She was an hour away from us at Myrtle Beach. They was living in South Carolina. Myrtle Beach seems to be the good area over there. Every time I hear about Myrtle Beach, I hear good things. But they was living over there, and he was making sure that he was not implicating himself in any type of way. They said that reports said that she initially was stating that she was shot in the back of the head, and the reports that was initially confirmed that she was shot in front of the head or something like that. It was just everything is just misconstrued. It was just so much misinformation. But this lady was going through so much anguish, and she was going through so much mentally, and she was fighting the courts, and both of them was going back and forth, and they kept getting dismissals for either spousal support or marital support or whatever type of support. They was going to be separation support. They was kept getting their cases tossed out of the court. They was going through some rough times, and they was trying to separate. And honey, she, her next court date, she said, I'm not going to make this next court date. I'm going to unalive myself. She went and bought a gun, drove out to the park, Lumber River State Park or whatever. I don't know where that is. I'm not in South Carolina. And she did call, the dispatcher. And the dispatcher just felt to me, I listened to the phone call. It just seems as if the dispatcher didn't want to help her, calm her down, didn't want to talk her out of it, didn't say nothing. Ma'am, what's your location? Oh, can you ping my location? Okay, hold on, ma'am. Okay, we know where you are. What are you going to do? I'm going to unalive myself. Okay, well, hold on. She didn't say, well, somebody's on the way. Do you need help? Don't do it. She said, just hold on. And I'm just trying to find out where you are. I don't think the dispatcher thought that she was going to actually follow through with it. She only wanted people to know her location so they can her family can find her body. And her family is up in arms saying that they couldn't believe that she did it and had anything to do with the self-inflicted gun wound on her. They don't believe that she actually did it. But, she said she was going to do it from the phone call and things of that nature. So But what led her to do it is beyond me. They said she was being groomed by her husband. And I don't know what kind of grooming that he was doing. She made several videos on social media talking about how abusive he was, controlling he was, and how things was not going as seemingly great in their marriage. She, complained about all those things. My purpose of posting this video today is women, ladies, men, girls and boys, get a hold of your mental. Get a hold of your mental. That's why you have to do certain things and go certain places and be in happy spaces and wear happy colors. You have to do what you have to do for your mental. You're just not dependent on nobody else to get you to the place where you need to be, to your happy place, but you. That's why I'm posting this video. You don't let nobody come in your life, destroy your life, dismantle your life, disrupt your life to the point where you want to end your own life. And you think that the misery that they're giving you or throwing on your plate is your existence and all you are here for. No, that's not what you're here for. Get a hold of your mental so nobody else can be able to control your life. This is life and death. Mental illness is life and death, okay? It is serious and people are struggling with it. So we are shedding light on Mental Illness Month. You know what I'm saying? We're shedding light on that. We want to be aware of these things, the triggers, what causes it. You know what I'm saying? Some people walk around here and they think they're perfect. They think, oh, I ain't got no mental illness, and I just spaz out when something happens, or I just get crunk when something happens, or I just act like this because that's just who I am. Y'all get a hold of y'all mental health and take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Us in the community. Meaning black people, melanated people in the community, we don't believe in going, most of us, not all, most of us don't believe in checking on our mental health, going to the psychiatrist, going to the doctors, going to the, psychologist, going to, being checked out to see if we're okay, to make it another day or not fuck us, nobody else's day, as far as I'm concerned. But Mental Illness Month, we're gonna shine and we're gonna thrive and we're gonna deal and we're gonna heal this month, okay? I see you looking. Rest in peace to Mika. Rest in peace to the wife. And John Paul, I hope you find peace as well. You know what I'm saying? I hope you don't torment the next lady that you marry the way that Mika said that you tormented her in her life and ran amok over the city in her life. Hope your children are fine. Didn't acknowledge them, but you stood up in there and you told the congregation, y'all keep coming to church and y'all keep paying them tithes and offerings so y'all can take care of me. I'm tired. I got to take a break. That's what John said. Do y'all big one down there. And hopefully everything that John said was true and everything that Mika said was true. She went down there and she, just had enough of, playing first lady and pretending that everything is okay while she's getting abused mentally, physically, and emotionally in her marriage. And it's draining her to the point where she wants to go and collect a gun and off herself the same day. Hopefully this story is true because it just seems cynical. It seems weird and people are looking. People are looking. People are investigating. People have got it. They got their microscopes and telescopes and stuff like that and looking at John Paul with a side eye. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that he plotted to have her offed because, they were planning for divorce and stuff like that and all that tumultuousness and all that. And he was allegedly grooming and all that. And he wanted to keep his image and uphold his image and stuff like that. It's just so much going on. But the main point and the main part of me posting this video right here is for anybody who's going through anything mentally. Get their mental healed mentally. Anything. Ups, down, ins, out. Get it in check, okay? Talk to somebody. Go ride a bicycle. Go running. Go suck a dick. I see you looking. Evermore News. Gone.